Where's going on, guys? Wrestling today. Here back for more news. Bron Breakker, WWE rising star. Oba Femi, WWE NXT breakout talent. Jacob Fatu, WWE heavy style fan favorite. Kevin Knight, AEW viral star. Andrade El Idolo, AEW returning sensation. Sol Ruca, WWE female rising star. Toni Storm, AEW top female talent. Mercedes Moan, WWE women's division buzz. Roman Reigns, WWE megastar. Social media viral. Chris Statlander, AEW potential women's champion. Let's move on news. 10 wrestler in 2026. Number 1, Bron Breakker. WWE superstar Bron Breakker started 2026 with one of the biggest opportunity of his career shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the very first episode of Monday Night Raw this year. This special episode themed around Stranger Things and held at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn saw Breakker step into the main event against reigning champion CM Punk. Breakker dominated much of the match and delivered some jaw-dropping moments, including a daring leap off the top rope onto Punk at ringside. But despite a valiant effort and help from his faction division, Breakker fell short of capturing the title on the night as Punk retained in a dramatic finish. After the loss, Paul Heyman, Breakker's manager, took to social media with a message praising his performance, saying, "Every single solitary day, Bron Breakker gets better and better and better." Fans and commentators are already speculating what's next for Breakker in 2026, including potential rematches, title shots at the Royal Rumble, or even a future WrestleMania World title opportunity. One thing is clear, Breakker remains one of WWE's brightest young stars. Stay tuned because 2026 might just be the year Bron Breakker finally reaches the top. Number 2, Oba Femi. 2026 is shaping up to be a huge year for WWE's powerhouse, Oba Femi, and he kicked it off in dramatic fashion. At the WWE NXT New Year's Evil event on January 6th, Femi defended his NXT championship in a hard-hitting main event against TNA's Leon Slater. After a dominating performance, Femi scored the victory with his signature power moves and retained the belt. But in a shocking moment, as the show came to an end, Femi left the NXT championship in the middle of the ring, signaling that his time in NXT may be over and that a main roster call-up is imminent. Wrestling News WWE has now officially confirmed that the NXT title has been vacated, and the company has been airing promotional packages hinting at Femi's big debut on either Raw or SmackDown. On social media, Femi himself commented on leaving the championship behind, saying that the end is also part of the journey, showing he's ready to take the next step in his WWE career. What's next? Fans are buzzing that Oba Femi can make a major impact on the WWE main roster in 2026, possibly competing for top titles and challenging established stars. This could be the beginning of a new era for the ruler. Stay tuned because 2026 might just be Oba Femi's breakout year. Number 3, Jacob Fatu. Fans of WWE Samoan powerhouse Jacob Fatu, also known as a Samoan werewolf, are buzzing as 2026 kicks off with huge plans for his return to the ring. After being sidelined for months due to a non-wrestling injury, Fatu has been off WWE television since late 2025, but reports now suggest he's on track for a major comeback early this year, and not just a small one. WWE reportedly wants to give him a big push in 2026, positioning him as one of the top stars on the roster once he's fully healthy and back in action. During his absence, Fatu was written off TV following a backstage attack, and now rumors point to him returning with renewed intensity and focus, ready to make a big impact across Raw or SmackDown. Wrestling outlets are also reporting that WWE has fresh plans in place for his return, including feuds that could shake up the main event scene and put Fatu into high-profile storylines as soon as he steps back into the spotlight. And while nothing has been officially confirmed yet, there's ongoing buzz online about a potential dramatic entrance back into WWE programming, possibly even at one of the first major events of 2026. Rumor roundups continue to highlight Fatu as a name fans should watch closely this year. Jacob Fatu's 2026 return could be one of the biggest comeback stories of the year, with fans eagerly awaiting his next move in WWE. Number 4, Kevin Knight. Wrestling fans, AEW's high-flying star Kevin Knight is making big moves in 2026, and the buzz around the Jet just keeps growing. After being signed to All Elite Wrestling, Kevin has continued to build momentum as part of the tag team Jet Speed with Speedball Mike Bailey, and they're now eyeing AEW Tag Team Gold. In a recent interview, Knight said that Gold is in sight, Jet Speed, signaling their intent to chase tag team championships this year. 2026 is shaping up to be a breakout year for Knight. Wrestling media outlets have named him one of the top breakout stars fans should watch, thanks to his athletic style and growing role in storylines across AEW programming. Plus, Kevin's talent shone through in late 2025, where he picked up a major victory over wrestling legend Kazuchika Okada, the AEW Collision Holiday Basher win that elevated his status on the roster and got the AEW universe talking. With talk of tag title runs and big spotlight moments, Kevin Knight is one of the most exciting rising stars in AEW heading into 2026, and fans are hyped to see where the Jet flies next. Number 5, Andrade El Idolo. Big news from the wrestling world in 2026. Andrade El Idolo has made a major comeback to AEW Dynamite, and fans are losing it. After months of legal confusion and contract issues following his departure from WWE, Andrade's non-compete situation was finally cleared, and that paved the way for his official return to All Elite Wrestling. AEW CEO Tony Khan even confirmed Andrade has signed a new contract, making his comeback official. On the January 7, 2026 episode of AEW Dynamite, Andrade popped up in a dramatic return segment, aligning himself with the powerful Don Callis family, instantly attacking top stars and shaking up the roster. The crowd went wild as he unmasked in the middle of the ring, showing once again that El Idolo isn't just back, he's ready to make some serious noise in AEW's big storylines. Andrade isn't just appearing on AEW TV, he's also been part of the New Japan Pro Wrestling scene, representing AEW at WrestleMania Wrestle Kingdom 20, showing he's truly back on the global stage. This return isn't just a cameo. Andrade's rejoining AEW with momentum behind him, headed into 2026 with new alliances and high expectations from fans around the world. Number 6. Sol Ruca. WWE fans. Sol Ruca is one of the breakout female stars everyone is talking about going into 2026. After an impressive run in NXT, she's proving she has what it takes to become a top name in WWE. Late in 2025, Sol Ruca scored a huge win on Saturday night's main event, pinning veteran Bayley in a big-time match that got fans buzzing online and showed she can hang with the best in the women's division. Although Sol suffered an injury that forced her to vacate the WWE Women's Speed Championship late last year, she's been working hard behind the scenes, and fans are excited about her comeback and future opportunities. Despite setbacks, Ruca remains a top contender, and wrestling analysts continue to list her as one of the 2026 breakout stars to watch, with many fans even predicting she could be headed for the main WWE roster soon. What's next for Sol? Is she on track for a return to the ring? Could we see her challenging for big titles on Raw or SmackDown in 2026? One thing certain, Sol Ruca's star power is only growing. Number 7. Toni Storm. AEW fans. 2026 Ka. Start Toni Storm. Kalia be drama or action esi bara. Hua rahahai. The Timeless One continues to be a major player in the AEW women's division, stepping into big matches and rivalries right from the first shows of the year. On the January 3rd episode of AEW Collision, Toni was involved in a heated brawl with Marina Shaffer, showing that her feud isn't over yet and setting up tense moments heading into upcoming shows. Then on AEW Dynamite January 7th, Storm faced off again with Marina Shaffer, with the action spilling outside the ring in chaotic fashion. Despite interference and post-match confrontations, Toni stood tall and remained in the mix of the division's top storylines. Fans are buzzing about her ongoing battles and possible tag team dynamics with Mina Shirakawa and Orange Cassidy, storyline that's adding fresh excitement to the women's division. What's next? Toni Storm is clearly one of the most talked about female wrestlers in AEW right now, continuing her big-time rivalries and setting her sights on championship opportunities in 2026. Number 8. Mercedes Moné. Wrestling fans. Mercedes Moné, aka the CEO, has had a wild ride heading into 2026, and there's big news surrounding one of the most dominant women in AEW today. At the end of 2025, Mercedes saw her record-breaking AEW TBS championship reign come to an end when Willow Nightingale dethroned her on New Year's Smash, ending her historic run with that title. Despite losing that championship, talk in the wrestling world is that AEW has major plans for Moné later this year, including potential pushes toward the AEW Women's World Championship after dropping the mid-card belt. And even though some fans and critics question her recent losses and direction, Moné has fired back at critics and remains a central figure in AEW's women's division storylines heading into 2026. With her legacy as one of the most decorated female wrestlers ever, holding numerous titles across multiple promotions, Mercedes Moné is still someone everyone is buzzing about going into this year. What's next? Will she chase world gold, or will she rebuild her championship dominance in AEW? One thing's clear, Mercedes Moné's 2026 chapter is far from over. Number 9. Roman Reigns. WWE fans. Roman Reigns, a tribal chief, continues to be one of the biggest names in wrestling as 2026 kicks off with major momentum. After taking a short break from WWE television late in 2025, reports now say he's set to return to SmackDown and WWE programming very soon, much to the excitement of the WWE universe. Even with less frequent appearances, WWE is still keeping Reigns near the center of the biggest storylines, especially with Royal Rumble 2026 right around the corner, and betting markets currently list him as one of the top favorites to win the match. Saudi Arabia inside sources also suggest that WWE may be positioning Roman for a major WrestleMania 42 storyline later this year, potentially targeting a top title match against stars like Cody Rhodes or CM Punk, keeping him firmly in the main event picture. But beyond the ring, Reigns' future is also a big talking point. His current WWE contract is set to expire after WrestleMania 42 in 2026, and there are hints he might transition to less physical roles or even entertainment projects outside wrestling once that deal is done. What's next at the head of the table? Will Roman reclaim another championship? Can he headline another WrestleMania? Or is this year the beginning of the end for his in-ring career? One thing's for sure, Roman Reigns remains one of the most talked about superstars in WWE heading into 2026. Number 10. Kris Statlander. Wrestling fan. Kris Statlander is one of the biggest names in AEW heading into 2026, and she's making serious waves as the AEW Women's World Champion. Statlander captured the Women's World title at AEW All Out 2025 and has continued to carry the championship with authority into the new year, celebrating big moments and standing beside other top women like Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron on AEW Dynamite. As the reigning top woman in AEW, she's part of major storylines and rivalries that will shape 2026, with fans excited to see who will challenge her next for the world title. Outside AEW, Statlander is also scheduled for a special match at EVE Wrestle Kingdom 8 on International Women's Day, where she'll defend the EVE International Championship against Charlie, formerly Dakota Kai, marking a huge international showdown. Throughout her career, Statlander has shown resilience and determination, bouncing back from brutal matches like Blood and Gut, and proving time and again that she's one of the most exciting competitors in the women's division. Fans can expect big championship defenses, high-stakes showdowns, and more unforgettable moments from her in 2026.